What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to our Chicago White Sox franchise mode. We are here at the September call-ups, where we have decided to call up, where is he, second baseman, or really utility player, Brooks Baldwin, up to the majors. He was hitting pretty well down in the minors, and the fact that he can play so many positions, I think he'll be a good kind of substitute player to throw in when players are starting to feel a little fatigued. And we also called backup Bobby Dahlbeck. Now, he hasn't really hit well down in the minors since we sent him down earlier this season. He has hit exactly 0 home runs in the minors, which is exactly why we sent him down. Try to improve that batting average and home runs, and it just doesn't seem like he's taking to it very well. His fielding has improved, his discipline, vision, and clutch have improved, but his contact's going down, power going down, and I think the Bobby Dahlbeck experiment has kind of failed, alright? At this point, he's more of just a straight-up power bat that you throw in to pinch hit for you if you're trying to go for a big boom or bust kind of play. But with all that, we did decide to make Brooks Baldwin our second baseman. My bad there. So we did decide to make Brooks Baldwin our everyday second baseman over Lenyn Sosa. Only reason for that is Lenyn Sosa's hitting category isn't really as good as Brooks Baldwin's against righties, even though it's just a slight difference. Lenyn Sosa will hit much better if he only hits against lefties. So we're going to put him as second base against lefties, Baldwin against righties. My Bobby Dahlbeck is just going to be coming off the bench whenever somebody is hurt or we need a pinch hitter. But let's jump on in. We're starting this last month on the road. We are 6.5 games out of a wild card spot right now in the American League. In the American League right now, we got to try to jump the Mariners, Royals, Red Sox, Orioles, Rays, Guardians, Tigers, and Blue Jays. It's going to be a tough ask, but I think we might be able to sneak on in there. Who are we looking at right now? I mean, the Twins are first place in our division. Tigers second place. There's Tampa Bay. The Orioles are right there. Yep. We could, if we go on a big winning streak like we did at the end of August, really just last week, we should be able to pick up a nice little playoff run right at the end. But let's jump on in. We got Jonathan Cannon against Bailey Olber. And right away, bottom of the ninth, we're going into a closing situation. Let's go on. Let's get in there. Alright, so with a man on first, we have the power-hitting Royce Lewis, Mr. Injury Prone himself. Literally, look up the definition of injury prone. You will see a picture of Royce Lewis. Right now, we've thrown 9 pitches just to 1 batter. So, no wonder he went on first. He probably walked the son of a bitch. Oh, shit. My bad. I thought I was still on the classic pitching where you just press the button. My bad there. Wild pitch, so the runner advances on up to second. My fault there, Mason Miller. Oh shit. I did it again. Oh god damn it. There we go. Back into the swing of thing. Low fastball to Bobby Dahlbeck for out number 1. Runner does advance over to third. So a sac fly to the outfield is a possibility for the Minnesota Twins to try to get out of this. They might even try a little sac bunt with Byron Buxton. Does have some wheels. Another man, injury prone throughout his entire career, but when he's healthy, this dude does nothing but rake. Batting .291 in a healthy season for the Minnesota Twins this year, helping them get first place. What are we, the AL Central? High fastball away on the corner. There we go. Can we strike him out? Throw that slider way outside. Got him. Byron Buxton goes down looking. 2 outs, and Mason Miller might get out of this jam yet that I put him in. We should only have a runner. Really, we should have had a double play with that ground out to Bobby Dahlbeck, but my wild pitch for forgetting what pitching mechanics we're using. Said never mind. The high fastball, 102 miles an hour. Mason Miller, fucking flinging it right now. Straight heat. These guys can't even keep up with it. I can't even fucking talk about it. Circle change down low. Strike 2. I'm gonna try to get him chasing with that slider. Not gonna work. Alright. Josh Bell on deck, batting 179. Hit him with that high and in fastball then. That's going to be a line drive base hit, and this game is tied. Ryan Jeffers, RBI single. And it's come back to haunt me. Harry Ford. Son of a bitch. Fastball down low to Josh Bell. Alright, goes a little higher, but that's fine. Strike 1. Bell 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mason. I'm sorry. Ooh, Josh Bell got a hold of that slider down low and sent it for a ride, but it went foul. Throw a circle change down in the dirt. Not going to chase it. Slider in on the hands. And he pops it up. Can Luis Robert get there? He will. Out number 3, end of the 9th, heading into extra innings after a blown save by Mason Miller following a wild pitch. Got Colson Montgomery, Bobby Dahlbeck, and Josh Rojas coming on up. Dahlbeck, first day getting called up, and he's already in the lineup. Turn to the simulation, and we win. There we go. Butler RBI single, Benintendi RBI single, and then Kyle Teal with an RBI double. Chicago walking out of Minnesota with a win. Let's go. 7-4 win in the 11th. James Karinchak, who recently promoted from middle relief to the setup, winds up getting the win. 1.1 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 earned run compared to Gregory Soto. So the streak kind of continues. In the last 7 days, we've won 7 games. Yeah, really in the last 8 days. Is probably what I should say. In the last 8 days, we've won 7 games. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. We are getting hot at the right time. Drew Thorpe against Huskar Yanoa. Drew Thorpe's been playing really good. The White Sox have officially claimed Craig Kimbrell off the waivers. So Kimbrell, welcome back to the Chicago White Sox, buddy. We wound up trading him to the Dodgers. Dodgers put him on waivers. And I'm like, yo, we can use some middle relief depth. Sure. Craig Kimbrell comes right on back. And we were able to claim 26-year-old relief pitcher Connor Thomas off of waivers from the Brewers. Perfect. 2 relievers. I want to show you guys. Where is Thomas? Connor Thomas, Rule 5 draft right here. Right? Oh, we're up at 29. So Connor Thomas must have been from the Rule 5 draft. 58 overall, 26 years of age. I'm sending him down. Putting him on outright waivers immediately. He's not getting called up. So we wind up losing. Justin Anderson taking the L. So we wind up losing extra innings thanks to our bullpen. Yup, we took the lead in the 6th, lost it in the 7th. Drew Thorpe was pitching a shutout. That is unfortunate. But Noah Schultz going up against Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan, a pretty good pitcher over there in Minnesota. But Noah Schultz putting on a clinic here in his rookie season. 5-1 record. His ERA has been dropping from high 4s. Hopefully he can get down to the low 3s or mid 3s by the end of this season. We're going to wind up losing 6-1. Team goes to 5-2. It's all good, Noah. All good. Mike Clevenger got game number 4 in Minnesota. Chance to at least split the series against Pablo Lopez, and nope, we're going to lose 6-3. Not good there, and at least we won game number 1. Didn't get completely swept. That's going to drop us probably out of the wild card hunt, huh? No, still only 8.5 games. Okay, not too bad. Still only 8.5 games, so the other teams have been struggling as well. Now up against the Detroit Tigers. I believe we played them, yeah, last month. Wound up beating them pretty handily. 11-7 game number 2. They beat us 8-1 in game number 1. Yeah, swept them in the last series when we were at home. But this time we were at Detroit. They're looking for some revenge. Going up against Dustin May. Man has not been able to buy a win this season, and he's not going to do it here. St. Louis claims Connor Thomas off of our waivers. That's fine. But Dustin May 0-6 on the season following a 4-1 loss to Detroit. Jonathan Cannon against Jack Flaherty, 9-2 loss. Drew Thorpe against Reese Olson. And we might be able to walk out of here with a win. A full week of pretty much nothing but losses. Damn, we are getting messed up. We're getting messed up right now, boys. The end of the season is nigh. Andy Abinez coming to the mound. Got a guy on first and second. We're looking for a double play. That's going to be popped up to Luis Robert. It might drop. It won't. And he's going to throw it into the shortstop. Cutoff man. Out number 2. Nice little wheels there from Luis Robert in center. So now it's a force out at just about any play with Zach McKinstry coming up. Ball. Throw him a high heater. Going to be ball 1. Tanner Banks acquired him via trade earlier this season. Was actually offered to us. And he's been a pretty good bullpen hand for the 33-year-old. Having some command issues here against McKinstry. Just need to throw a fastball. There we go. Just get a strike. McKinstry going to follow that off. Works back into a full count. We're going to hit him with the curveball down in the dirt. Damn. Almost got him swinging. Able to get a piece of it. Ball number 1. Throw him a slider down low. Follows this one off as well. High heater. Got him looking. Strikeout number 3. We get out of the 8th with a 1-run lead. Nice job, Tanner. Nice job. Turn to the simulation. We're going to jump in. No, we're not. Chicago going to pick up the 1-0 or the 1-run lead. Win. A little celebration. Baldwin with Montgomery, former AAA teammates. Detroit unhappy that they weren't able to sweep us. But still good enough for them to be in the playoff hunt. Drew Thorpe picking up the win. 8-11 record. Mason Miller's 35th save of the season. Luis Robert gets player of the game with a home run. 3-run home run back in the 3rd. Lawrence Butler also hitting a home run in the 5th. Not too shabby, boys. Not too shabby. We show flashes. The potential's there. We just unfortunately can't capitalize. Still 8.5 games. Now 9.5 games. I'm almost positive it's over. Yeah, we would have to win pretty much from here all the way to Friday. Next Friday. Against San Diego. And we would need everyone else to lose. Luckily, we are going up against Tampa Bay, a team that's in front of us, and the Baltimore Orioles, who are in front of us during this time. Rays in Baltimore, where are they in the standings? The Orioles are 3 games out, and so are the Rays. So these are huge games for them. We might be the reason that they even miss the playoffs if we can get some upset wins here. We're at home. We are going to be in Chicago. Noah Schultz against Shane McCallahan. Almost decided to trade for McCallahan. He was on the trading block, but decided against it. And you got Mike Clevenger against Shane Baz. And then Dustin May against Ryan Pepio. Perfect. That should fix everything, I think. Unless Double A is now messed up. But Noah Schultz going to pick up the first win here in Chicago. So Mike Clevenger now up against Shane Baz. We're going to lose, splitting the series 1-1. Auto fix. Damn it. Gotta send someone down to A then. Send you down to A. There you go. Oh, man. The 19-year-old Kellen Lindsay will be out for a few days with lat muscle strain. Just keep him active. With Dustin May against Ryan Pepio, chance to be an upset. To upset the fucking Rays. Still 3 games out of the position. Didn't even do any damage. Maybe delayed them, but they're still pushing for it. Dustin May needs his first win. Can he do it here in Chicago? Nope, he gets shut out 7-0. No run support at all. Auto Eli Lindsay May, dude, what is happening? What is happening? You are horrific. I can't wait to go to arbitration and show them your stats and be like, look, he wants $12 million a season. $12 million a season. Look at these stats. You're telling me he needs $12 million? No. No, he does not. Jonathan Cannon against Gavin Williams. Now we're going up against the Cleveland Guardians, another phenomenal team. 80-62. I'm going to say our playoff dreams are pretty much over at this point. Still 9.5 games, but we basically have to win out if we want to make the playoffs, and it's very unlikely that will happen. But we're going to have Jonathan Cannon against Gavin Williams, Drew Thorpe against Joey Cantelo, and then Noah Schultz against John Means. Can we finally win a series here in the month of September? Bottom of the 10th, we're up by one out with Mason Miller on the mound. All right, so they got their ghost man, so even if he scores, I don't think this will count as a run against Mason Miller. Pretty sure it'll just count as a loss. Or a blown save. I don't know, would it be a blown save for an unearned runner in extra innings? I don't know. Brian Rocio. Let's go with a outside fastball to start.
No ball, 1 strike.
Do a circle change down low. Swing and a miss, making Rocio look silly. And then hit him with the slider in on the hands. Oh, Rojas. Oh, Rojas almost makes the diving stop. Almost. The runner gets to move over to first. Man on the corners. Oh, Rojas, if you would have caught that. You would have caught that. Throw a circle change down low. That's going to get right down the middle. And that's going to be a tie game. All right, Cleveland's bats are coming alive at the bottom of their order. High fastball.
0-1.
High fastball.
Hey! 0-2.
Circle change low and away. Popped it up to Rojas. There we go. Infield fly. It was in the outfield. Whatever. I'll take it. Rojas able to catch that one, unlike the diving stop earlier that eventually led to the runner scoring. That's right. I'm blaming it on you, Rojas. It can't possibly be me. It can't be me. It's not my fault.
Oh. 2-1.
Baldwin over his head, and that might be it, folks. That's it. Cleveland wins it. Stephen Kwan. And we blow it. We blow it with Mason Miller. Fuck. Fuckity fuck fuck. Fuckaroo. And the Guardians are really good, but we should have had that. Rojas, you should have made that catch, and we would have been out of that inning. Would have been out of the inning. Andrew Vaughn hits his 19th home run. Luis Robert hits his 20th. Lawrence Butler hitting his 20th as well. What they should be up there, right? Luis Robert's up to 15. Butler's up to 21. And then he should be at 18, right? No, 21st home run for Andrew Vaughn. He is bringing the power back. He just tied his career high for home runs, one more. And he sets a new career high. Drew Thorpe against Joey Cantillo. Sounds like a dub, and it was. 5-3 win. Our bullpen picking up the win. Penn Murphy, 3-9 on the season now. Noah Schultz going up against John Means, and we're going to lose 4-3. Noah, come on, buddy. Thought you would be getting down into the low threes, and your ERA has been jumping ever since. Now going up against Baltimore, they're 74-75, just below 500. Now we're 23 games out of the AL Central. And we're probably double digits now. Yeah, 10 games out of the wild card. Baltimore's 3.5. we can try to keep Baltimore from making the playoffs with a good series here, just like last week against Tampa. You know, a little more run support would be nice for our pitchers, but whatever. It is what it is. Mike Clevenger is going to go up against Dean Kramer. That's a dub. Dustin May, can you finally win us a fucking game, buddy? And then Jonathan Cannon against Zach Eflin. When we get shut out with Justin May. Jonathan Cannon sustains a bruised arm. Keep him active when we lose there, too. 3-0. 0-8 for Justin May. Come on. How many losses can this dude rack up, dude? How many losses? Mike Clevenger picks up the win, though, 5-1 in game number 1. So pretty much identical to last week. Dustin May's game, no run support, gets shut out. Loser, Jonathan Cannon. Last week it was Mike Clevenger, though, but Jonathan Cannon picking up the 9-5 loss for Baltimore. As we stay here in Chicago, looking to pick up a nice little win against San Diego. I believe they're in the playoffs as well already. No, they're not. They are in the wild card hunt in the National League. Okay, where are they? They're 11 games behind. Yeah, they're not making it. So this is just bullshit baseball for the Padres. Just bullshit. Bullshit. Cannon back in. Alright, so Drew Thorpe against Matt Waldron. Down by 1, 2 outs. Corey Lee is up. Looking to go yard with Lee to win it here in extra innings, just like the Guardians did against us. If we could just get them to blow the save, you know, that would be a win. So here we go. Jason Adams against Corey Lee. Lee's been a pretty hot bat for the Chicago White Sox earlier in the season. Kind of cooled off here in the second half. Wondering if fatigue is starting to hit in with him. Team brought in a backup catcher. Or young catchers in Teal and Cuero as he hits one to deep left field. Is it going to have enough power? He's not. Warning track power for out number 3. God damn it. God damn it. Mason Miller takes the loss. 1 innings, 2 earned runs, 2 pitches. God, we're going to need some run support. This is something we're going to have to address in the offseason 100%. Noah Schultz going up against Michael King, 3-1 loss, and Mike Clevenger against Dylan Cease, 5-3 loss. God damn it. AAA Knights finished the season 80-70. Unfortunately, it wasn't good enough to make the postseason, so no postseason down for AAA or in AA, where we finished 34-35. That's awful. That sucks. We're not going to make the playoffs in the majors either. Have the White Sox up against the Yankees, 6-3 loss. Top of the 8th, bases loaded for Andrew Vaughn. Grand slam. Grand slam. It's happening. Alright, so 0-3, strikeout, flyout, pop out. Now we're going to go for a home run, Vaughn. Inside fastball taken, strike 1. Come on, Ian Hamilton. Fastball fouled off behind him. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Hamilton? Swing in the dirt. Everyone's advancing home. Oh, Bobby, why weren't you faster? Top of the 9th, 1 out, man on first and second for Corey Lee now, going up against Devin Williams this time. He homered. Solo homer earlier in this game. See what we can do here. Corey, the 9-hitter. Way in front of that cutter. Swing at that. A screwball? Yeah, that was a screwball. 1-1. Screwball again. This one fouled off. I think that was a ball. Could have been called a strike, but it's okay. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss on the screwball. Fuck me. Lee gets sent down swinging. Brings up Josh Rojas. 1 for 4 today with a single. Chance to tie this game. Swing the bat, Rojas. Swing the bat. That was perfect. Oh my God, you fuck.
Nope, that's foul.
Cutter down low, fouled off down the first base line. Come on, Williams. That's going to be it. Yankees win. So we're just going to end the season with the worst month yet for the Chicago White Sox. Literally, we have not had a month like this all season. All season. Well, maybe in July. But literally every month, I think we've done better than this. Holy shit, we just can't buy a win. 7-10 loss, now up against the Nationals, where we're looking for our 70th win. Noah Schultz against Frankie Montas, Mike Clevenger against Josiah Gray, and then Dustin May looking for his final game of the season. Literally the final game of the season. Dude, can you pick up a win, or are you going to get your 10th loss on the year? Nationals, we're down by 1. Let's enter. Let's try to get this 70th win. They're really making it hard for us to get this 70th win, man. We're making it hard on ourselves. Alright, Montgomery. Show us why you will be up in the majors next season. Currently batting .217 in his rookie season. Swing and a miss, 0-1. I haven't swung at that, but I did. Going up against Derek Law. Got a piece of the circle change, follows it off to the left. Apparently I'm very early on all of these.
Ball, that's off the plate.
One, two, Montgomery. Ooh, got a hold of that cutter, but pulls it foul. Still Monty. Falls off the circle change. Was I late on that one? Nope, early. Feel late on these. Falls off the slider. Montgomery staying alive and getting Derek Law's pitch count up there. Dude's been attacking literally outside. And that's going to be a line drive, base hit. Runner coming around third. Runner going to third. And that's it. Tie game. Tie game in the ninth. Fuck you, Derek Law. And that's what I'm talking about, Colson Montgomery. That's why fans are excited to have you up here in the majors next season. I'm anticipating him to play third base next year. I don't think we're going to put him at shortstop. I think we're going to have him at third base just because he has a really strong arm. And that's how he was initially scouted as. And that's, I believe that was like his initial position back in college as well. So now we're going to have to go up against Jose Alfaro. Got men on the corners. Maybe we do a sack squeeze, suicide squeeze, but they got the first and third baseman pressed up. There's going to be a sack fly, though. Heading home, he's got speed. That's in. And we've taken the lead. Corey Lee, nice little sack fly there, buddy, to give Chicago a 5-4 lead here in the top of the ninth. We'll take it. Josh Rojas. This is a guy that, you know, he will be a free agent at the end of the season, but I'm thinking I want to bring back. I think I'm going to have him and Sosa combined to play second base next year. So I know Rojas has been playing third base for us pretty much all season while platooning. But I want to give Montgomery some more play time. I think third base suits him more than Rojas. Rojas has incredible fielding. Incredible fielding. He just doesn't have as strong of his arm. It's really the arm factor I need at that third base, being able to fling that thing all the way to first. But 0-2 count. Rojas going to hit one. Right to the shortstop, grabs, flicked over the second baseman for out number 3. And Washington now, following the blown save, will look to battle back here in the bottom of the 9th and try to pick up their win. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Chicago finally wins themselves a baseball game. They get their 70th win of the season. What is that? Improvement of 29 games. 70th, 41. Yeah. 29 game improvement from last year. Chicago put in the league on notice, acquiring guys like Lawrence Butler and Lawrence Butler and Mason Miller at the trade deadline, trying to become a wild card hunt. Unfortunately, the team kind of fell apart after we acquired Mason Miller and Lawrence Butler. Thought it would help our team, but apparently Mike Topman was a really good hitter on our team. He was part of he was really the only reason our team was winning games, apparently. Mike Clevenger going up against Jake Irving. We're going to lose 6-3, and Dustin May, the final outing of the season, up against Brandon Woodruff. Will he get a win? We are losing. He is in for the loss, top of the 9th, and we only can extend Rojas's hitting streak at the end of the season. Dustin May, 0-10. 0-10, and this dude wanted us to pay him $12 to $15 million a season. You can suck my dick, Dustin May. Alright, you don't deserve shit. You couldn't win us a baseball game to save your life. You were allowing so many runs, almost a 6 ERA in your first full season in the major leagues as a pitcher. I mean, I get you were down in the minors most of the year, and it wasn't a full season. But since the All-Star break, man, you've been a starter for us, and you have fucking sucked. You have sucked. So Rojas trying to extend his hitting streak. This is going to be his last chance in his last game of the season. 1-2 count. Ooh, really got a hold of that cutter, but it was early, very early on his swing. As they're trying to attack the bottom of the zone. Check swing. We're going to call that a ball. Thank you. Ball's off the cutter, down in the dirt. He's going to throw me something high. Falls off the cutter again, down and near his ankles. Really wanted to extend his hitting streak, dude. Garrick Law, 7 pitches in. Way outside. Brooks Baldwin on deck, batting .244 with a home run and 10 RBIs in the month of September. Not too bad for the September call-up. Early swing for Josh Rojas, not too bad. He is attacking the bottom of the zone. I'm waiting for that high heater. We're able to just get enough of these swings, dude. 10 pitches. 10 pitches. This dude continuously just throws shit. Outside, ball 4. Not going to extend his hitting streak, but Rojas is going to get on base. Man on first. Down by 2. Lawrence Butler coming up. Oh, yeah. We're going yard. Oh, we can't go yard. We might be able to watch him go yard. That's going to be hit past the second baseman. Advances up to second. Not too bad. Not too bad. Good hit, Lawrence. We might get a little rally here in the top of the 9th like we did in game number 1. Dustin May might get bailed out from the loss after all. 1 out, Luis Robert now coming up. And he's going to get walked. Bases are loaded. Derek Law, 1 out, bases loaded for Andrew Benintendi, the veteran, having himself quite a season, actually. His potential has dropped down from a B to a C, but he's still a really good hitter. And that's going to be a base hit. 1 gets around. Lawrence Butler coming home. That's going to be 2. This game is tied. Dustin May gets bailed out. He gets bailed out. Andrew Vaughn then hits an RBI double. 5-3. Bottom of 9, 2 outs. Mason Miller, last save of the season against the young Brady House. 3-0 count. That's going to be hit. And right over my head. I don't even know why it's sent to me. Guess they want me to watch them blow the lead. I don't know. Still at third. Ahmed Rosario. And that's another base hit to the outfield. What do you want me to do here? What do you want me to do? Jacob Young, the Washington Nationals, on a little bit of a heater, 2-out rally right now. Oh, get him over to first. That's out number 3, and the White Sox win. Mason Miller made it interesting at the end, but the White Sox end the season on a series win and keep Dustin May from going 0-10 as a starter. Oh my god, I can't believe that. 0-10. Mason Miller, that was his 40th save of the season. So congratulations, kid. 40, that's a big accomplishment as a closer. It's probably one of the league leaders in saves right now, if I was to guess as well. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. Alright, so with the season over, we were not able to make the playoffs, but we could take a look at our team right before we take a look at what happens, or we get to see what happens in this playoff hunt. So taking a look at our lineup, Josh Rojas winding up hitting two. Actually, you know what? Let's look at the just the statistics over here. Player statistics for the season. Who had the best batting average for us? Lawrence Butler wound up with the best batting average at 264. Rojas at 263, followed by the young Kyle Teel out in left field with a 254 batting average. We weren't sure how Kyle Teel was going to play out, but apparently he's hitting really well. If you remember down the minors, he was hitting like sub 200, and then he slowly developed to like low 200s batting average, but now batting 250, that is a really good improvement. 4 home runs on the season. I am very excited to see what Kyle Teel brings to the table next season. I do think we are going to keep him in the outfield and just have him serve as an emergency backup catcher in case of an injury. I don't see him playing over Corey Lee. Fuck me, I can't remember his name. Corey, where is he? Yeah, Corey Lee. He's not going to start over him. He's got a cannon of an arm. He's going to throw out everybody all day, every day. Does need to work on his fielding, however. So that's something we would need to focus on Lee. Maybe we do send Lee down to the minors. Didn't really hit the best overall. 11 home runs, pretty much the same. A slight improvement from 24 to 25. Maybe we send him down in the minors and have him just work on his fielding and then call him up in the following season. Or maybe he's just an emergency catcher call-up. Maybe we do run with the two younger catchers in Kyle Teel and Edgar Cuero next season. I don't know. We'll have to see how the offseason shapes up. The most stolen bases this year was Josh Rojas with 21. Got caught stealing 9 times, however, but It's nice to see that the veterans trying to create some run opportunities for us. Lawrence Butler and Luis Robert showing the flashing the bags, flashing the speed as well. RBI opportunities. Lawrence Butler obviously followed by Andrew Vaughn with 70. How many home runs he hit? 21 home runs for Andrew Vaughn. So not able to set new career highs, pretty much on pace for the last 2 seasons, but he was at least able to hit the 20 home run threshold with another 70 RBI season. Very similar stats to his 2024 season, really. So Andrew Vaughn seems pretty consistent of a player. He's going to bat right around like 240, 245. He's going to hit you 20 home runs, it appears, with about 70 RBIs. That looks like what Vaughn is going to be giving us. But the lone bright spot, really, and he was our only all-star. Luis Robert couldn't even get there. Robert, by the way, very disappointed in his batting average this season, batting .227. He did get his power up against righties, but he can't hit lefties to save his life, it appears, dropping 9 points against lefties down to a 50. Robert stays at a 77 overall, not able to improve at all. And personally, I'm debating if I might want to just trade him away at this point. Try to get something back for Luis Robert. We do have some young kids in the outfield that can replace him. But, I mean, he's a good fielder. He's still young. He can develop into the 80s, but it was a struggling season this year. Hope maybe next season with a full season with Lawrence Butler, he'll be fully healthy. Who took the most walks? Lawrence Butler, Andrew Benintendi were the most patient on the team. Robert pretty patient too with 51, so he does strike out a lot. 146 strikeouts to 120 at bats, but he's walking at a good pace. Let's see, hit by pitch. Who got hit by the most pitches? People did not like Andrew Benintendi, or he was just leaning into everything. Corey Lee, Josh Rojas, and Andrew Vaughn leaning into shit too. Intentionally walked Lawrence Butler. Who is intentionally walking Lenyn Sosa? Who the fuck is intentionally walking this guy? Because whoever you are, you deserve to lose your job. This is not a guy you intentionally walk. It's ridiculous. That is ridiculous right there, in my opinion. Taking a look at the pitching side of things, this one we can look in the actual pitching rotation. Mike Clevenger going 3-7 with a 4.5 ERA, 60 strikeouts to 90 innings pitched. Not bad for getting converted later in the year. I wish you could have done slightly better, but I mean, you did better than the 2024 season. I know in real life they're talking about moving you to the closer position, but I think next season we're going to let you hit free agency, and we're going to try to let the young guns kind of run away with this team. Dustin May, 0-9 on the year, has his worst ERA with career highs in innings with 56.2. It's only 0.2 of an inning higher than a career than before, but it's the most games started, most innings pitched. Oh, no, my bad. Started 14 games, or played 14 games back in 2019. Very close. Most games started in his career, goes 0-9. 56 innings pitched, 58 hits, 42 runs, 35 strikeouts, 20 walks with a 5.72 ERA. Oh, Dustin, we have some work to do in this offseason. If you think you're getting paid fucking $12 to $15 million and winning that in arbitration, you can suck a dick, buddy. You can suck a dick. Jonathan Cannon, 74 overall with a 4.2 ERA. He kind of did his job. He improved year over year, more innings pitched, not as many strikeouts, but Jonathan Cannon, decent season for what you have. Drew Thorpe, phenomenal year. He's 73 overall, but he threw a 3.78 ERA. I wish those K numbers were a little higher. 171 innings pitched, 90 strikeouts. But hey, if that ERA can sit right there, 3.78 or lower, as you progress, buddy, I'm completely fine with it. So Drew Thorpe, I look forward to your junior season here in the major leagues, and I think you're going to be throwing some pretty nasty shit. You don't throw very fast. You remind me of our closer, or not the closer. What was it? Ken Romero. You guys? Oh my God! If you guys didn't watch the San Francisco Giants franchise I did, we drafted this relief pitcher. It was really a closing pitcher. His name was Ken Romero. This dude didn't throw nothing over 80 miles an hour. Literally nothing. He didn't have any break. He didn't have any velocity. Both of them, I think, were like down in the 40s. Didn't throw nothing over 80 miles per hour. But for whatever reason, dude, he was untouchable. Posting sub-2 ERA. It was just ridiculous, dude. Ken Romero is a living legend. He is a legend in my book. And I hope that one of these years I can create him and put him back into our franchise, because he was so fun to use and watch. And then Cam Boozer down here. Why is he our final reliever? Oh, they auto sent people down. Oh, they auto sent Noah Schultz back down to AAA, but he also was a pretty good pitcher. He was starting to figure it out in the later season. This last month really hit him hard. Was on pace to get below 4 ERA, but started getting hit. 6 wins to 4 losses. Not too bad, though. 70 innings pitched, 35 runs, 59 strikeouts with a 4.46 ERA. Not too bad of a rookie season, I would say, for Noah Schultz. Don't know if we're going to keep him or use him day number 1 next season. I would like to. I think he would be a good pitcher to have, but it all depends on how everyone develops in this offseason, if anyone gets a big boost or not. Continuing on down, Bryce Wilson, you're going to stay our long reliever I have for the foreseeable future. I like your breaking. I like your velocity. I like your stuff. 4.07 ERA as a long reliever, not too bad either. And you're 27 years of age. It works. It works, Bryce Wilson. That's good. That's going to be your role from now on. Mason Miller, 40 saves this season. That is a career high after getting acquired by us. Did also go up a little bit higher in ERA with a 2.98, but I think it was just because of those blown saves in the second half of the season, or that last month of the season. James Karinchak, finally getting this kid up to a 70 overall after moving him up to the setup position. Winds up going 5-3 in the win-loss department, a 3.91 ERA. I'll take it. James Karinchak, I look forward to keeping you on this roster for another season. You have improved your walks over 9, which is really important to me, because you walk a lot of fucking guys. You can walk a lot of guys. Sam Hentges, 3.24 ERA for the left-handed relief pitcher that we acquired from the Guardian at the deadline. Not too bad. Again, exactly what we want from a relief pitcher. So I'm hoping that we can bring him back for one more year as well. Adrian Morejon, 4.12 ERA. Not the greatest, he's not the greatest, but being 26 years of age, he has potential, and I think we can develop it. His velocity's filthy, and as a relief pitcher who can throw a 5-pitch mix that is fast and has great breaking ball, this dude should be a really nasty pitcher for us down the line. Justin Anderson, 3.44 ERA, originally the closing pitcher that we just have here. I don't know if we're going to keep him, but 8-5 record, not too bad. 5 blown saves. I'm really impressed with the 3.44 ERA. It seems like you were a really good pitcher in our bullpen. Tanner Banks, I think we might let walk. Try to find a better relief pitcher. Pretty much on par for what he did last year as well. Was a Chicago White Sox. We traded him, and then we traded for him to come back with the Phillies. That's kind of hilarious. He's a road warrior and pickoff artist. Maybe we keep him as some depth, but he'll probably be a AAA pitcher for us next season. Penn Murphy, dude. Originally the closer for our team, has regressed all season. 3 blown saves, 17 normal saves with a 4.33 ERA. I don't know what to do with Penn Murphy. We're gonna let him walk. I can't with Penn Murphy, dude. It's not happening. It's not happening. We are getting rid of Penn motherfucking Murphy, okay? It's just happening. Down in AAA, unfortunately, we can't see their stats as they've all been wiped away. So we'll just get into that, I guess, at a later point. That sucks. They should really keep their minor league stats as well. Just call it professional stats. and then you get to keep them all. You don't have to put like minor league and major league. Put professional stats, and then put as a category off to like the left, put like MLB, AAA, whatnot. I think it would just be easier that way, but whatever. Looking at the playoff bracket this year for the American League, the winner of the American League was the Minnesota Twins. Okay, so it came out of our division. Minnesota Twins win the American League, followed by the New York Yankees at number 2. Those two teams getting byes for round number 1 in the wild card. So for the wild card round at 4, we have the Cleveland Guardians taking on number 5, the Seattle Mariners. Number 3, the Texas Rangers will be taking on number 6, the Boston Red Sox. We might have the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry start back up in the ALDS if Boston can get an upset win over the Texas Rangers. That would be a very interesting one to watch. Heading over to the National League, you have the LA Dodgers obviously winning the National League over there with the Atlanta Braves at number 2. You can see that both of those things happening. For the wild card, you have the Arizona Diamondbacks at 4, taking on the Chicago Cubs at 5. The Milwaukee Brewers at 3, taking on the Philadelphia Phillies at 6. Now, this is going to be my playoff bracket. All right, I'm going to say that Arizona beats Chicago to take on the Dodgers, while Milwaukee is going to lose to the Philadelphia Phillies, who will go on to take Atlanta. The Dodgers will beat the Arizona the Dodgers will win and advance to NLCS. Atlanta will win to advance to NLCS, and Atlanta will advance to the World Series. Going for the AL side, I think the Cleveland Guardians will beat the Seattle Mariners to take on Minnesota. The Texas Rangers will lose to the Boston Red Sox, causing the rivalry of Red Sox-Yankees as well. And in that series, I think the Yankees come out on top, advancing the ALCS. So Boston Yankees win. Guardians versus the Minnesota Twins. The Guardians are going to win that one. So it'll be Guardians-Yankees in the ALCS, in which the New York Yankees will advance the World Series. So you will have a Yankees-Atlanta Braves World Series, in which the Atlanta Braves will win, Yankees lose in the World Series. That is my prediction, and I think that they will lose in game number 6. All right, I think they'll lose in game number 6. So the battle of the 2 seeds, I think, will be the World Series final. So let's advance it on up a couple days at a time. Cleveland takes a 1-0 series lead on the Seattle Mariners. Cubs take a 1-0 lead on Arizona. Advance it another day. Cleveland up 2-0. Series split for Arizona. Cubs at 1. Philly takes game 1. Cubs take game 1 as well. Advance it on up another day. Boston takes a 2-0 lead over. Oh no, they win the series. My bad. So Cleveland won the series against the Mariners 2-0 to take on the Minnesota. So far my prediction for the AL is spot on. For the wild card, I think I said Arizona over the Cubs. I believe I said Arizona over the Cubs, but the Cubs wind up beating Arizona, so I missed one right there. So my bracket's already kind of fucked. Milwaukee versus Philly series is split at 1. Will Philly advance? No, they won't. Milwaukee will advance instead. So I missed both wildcard games in the NL side, but for the American League, I was spot on with exactly what was going to happen. Let's keep on advancing. Game number 1 for the National League. Atlanta takes a 1-0 lead, and the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead. Advancing on up, Atlanta takes a 2-0 lead on Milwaukee, while the Cubs take game number 2, splitting the series 1-1 against the Dodgers. Guardians take game number 1 against Minnesota, with the Yankees taking game number 1 against Boston. Yankees win game number 2, 2-0 lead on Boston now. Guardians up 2-0 as well. Game number 3. And the Milwaukee Brewers are going to win game number 3 over Atlanta. Series is now split 2-1. Cubs win game number 3, taking a lead in the series against the Dodgers, the favorited Dodgers right now. Advancing on up, Cleveland sweeps Minnesota 3-0, advancing to the AL Championship game, while Boston takes game number 3. to split the series or make the series 2-1. Boston staying alive. Milwaukee splits the series with Atlanta, while the Dodgers split the series with Chicago with Game 4 wins. Who will be advancing to the CS? Advancing on up, the Yankees wind up beating Boston in Game number 4. Cleveland Guardians versus New York Yankees in the American League Championship Series. Who's going to win over here in the NL, though? Will I be on with my bracket for the Final Four? And I will not. The National League has completely shocked the world. The Dodgers are eliminated from the World Series. The Atlanta Braves are eliminated from the World Series. So now we have the Cleveland Guardians versus Yankees and Chicago Cubs versus the Milwaukee Brewers. I'm voting for the Milwaukee Brewers to win the World Series now. Game number 1. And Milwaukee takes the lead over Chicago. There we go, 1-0 there. Advancing on up, Milwaukee takes a 2-0 lead on Chicago. On the Cleveland Guardians take a 1-0 lead over the Yankees. That is the matchup I want, Cleveland Guardians versus Milwaukee out of the 4 teams remaining. So that's the series I want. Keep on going. Cleveland takes a 2-0 lead over the Yankees. Both series 2-0. Advancing on up, and Chicago's not done yet, though. Alright, so Chicago battling back now, it's going to be back in Chicago. And Cleveland actually won both of the first 2 games in New York. So Cleveland's heading back to Cleveland up 2-0, while Chicago just won game number 3 in Chicago. So advancing on up again, Cleveland Guardians win game number 3. They have a chance to sweep the New York Yankees in front of their home fans. And Milwaukee, though, going to beat the Chicago Cubs in game number 4. Keep on going. Chicago battles back in Milwaukee to win, making the series 3-2. And the Cleveland Guardians sweep the New York Yankees in Cleveland. Cleveland going crazy, advancing back to the World Series. Keep it on moving. Chicago splits it in Chicago 3-3. So we are heading to Milwaukee for game number 7. Who will advance to the World Series? It will be Milwaukee. Milwaukee advances. So the World Series is the Cleveland Guardians versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, what we got? Advance it on up. I gotta see this. We gotta look at the scores. No! No, please tell me it's saved. No! Oh, I backed out on accident. I didn't mean to. No. Oh, I gotta do it all over again. Oh, I gotta do it all over again. I'm so sorry. So we were advancing it up through the playoffs. We got all the way to the World Series. And I backed out. So we gotta do it again. The World Series with Cleveland versus Milwaukee. I'm doing the same thing. I'm gonna go with the same bracket I did last time. So last time I did Cleveland over Seattle, Boston over Texas. Minnesota will lose to the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians advance the ALCS. New York Yankees will beat the Boston Bruins to advance the ALCS as well. In the National League side, I think Arizona will beat Chicago to take on the Dodgers, while Milwaukee will beat the Philadelphia Phillies in the National League, in the wild card games. Atlanta will lose to Milwaukee in the NLCS, while the Dodgers will lose to the Arizona Diamondbacks in the NLDS. I think Milwaukee will beat the Arizona Diamondbacks to go to the World Series, while the Cleveland Guardians will beat the New York Yankees in the World Series to advance to the World Series, and then I have Milwaukee winning it all. So that's what we have going on. That's my playoff bracket. You guys make your predictions as well. Advancing on up, Arizona and Cleveland both take game number 1 in their series. As game number 2, Arizona goes up 2-0. Philly takes game 1 on Milwaukee. Rangers take game 1 on the Red Sox, and Seattle splits the series 1 apiece against the Cleveland Guardians. Advancing on up, Seattle will beat Cleveland in a reverse sweep, battling back to win the series 2-1. They'll take on Minnesota. Boston battles back to split the series 1-1 with the Texas Rangers, while Philly sweeps Milwaukee and Arizona sweeps the Chicago Cubs. So far I've been pretty much dead wrong on everything. Rangers wind up beating the Red Sox in the wild card series. So we got Seattle versus Minnesota, Rangers versus Yankees, Diamondbacks versus Dodgers, Phillies versus Braves. Who you guys got? Is your bracket perfect still? Advancing on up, Dodgers take game 1 on Arizona. Philly takes game 1 on Atlanta. Keeps it moving. Dodgers take game 2 against Arizona, while Philly takes game 2 against the Atlanta Braves as well. Minnesota Twins take game number 1 over Seattle, while the New York Yankees take game number 1 over the Texas Rangers. Yankees take game 2 against the Rangers as well, going up 2-0, while Seattle battles back 1-1 with Minnesota. Keep it on going. Dodgers sweep the Arizona Diamondbacks 3-0 in the series. Philly do the same thing to the Atlanta Braves, so we are going to have a Dodgers-Philly NLCS. While in the American League, things are still trying to be decided. Yankees sweep the Texas Rangers. 3 of the 4 series have been sweeps. Seattle going down 2-1 on the Minnesota Twins. They split the series in game number 4, 2-2. Winner of this game goes the American League Championship game. Who do you have? As it will be Seattle, the 5 seed. So we have a 5 versus 2 and a 6 versus 1 so far in this playoffs. So Seattle Mariners versus New York Yankees on the American side, and the Dodgers versus Phillies on the national side. Let's keep all going. Phillies take game number 1 it would be in LA. So yeah, so Dodgers Phillies right now, game 1 and 2 are going to be in LA. Well, game 1 and 2 for the Seattle New York side is going to be in New York. So let's keep on going. Seattle takes game number 1 in New York, while the Phillies take a 2-0 lead on the Dodgers. 2 wins, back-to-back wins in LA. Philly heading back to Philadelphia with a 2-0 lead. Those fans are going to be going crazy. Dodgers, I hope you guys have like massive cojones, because it's going to be a tough one. Seattle takes a 2-0 lead on the New York Yankees, heading back to Seattle with a 2-0 lead. Dodgers win game number 3 in Philly. Advancing on up, Philly takes game 4 in Philly, heading back to LA with a 3-1 series lead. Philadelphia only having to win 1 more game, while Seattle back in Seattle won game number 3, going up 3-0, sweeping the New York Yankees. The Seattle Mariners sweeping the Yankees, busting out the broomsticks. There we go, Seattle battling back from Cleveland. From going down 1-0 in the wild card series, battled back to win 2-1 in that series. Minnesota was a tough opponent, the number 1 seed. They upset win in game number 5, going the distance there, and then they get a nice series sweep against the Yankees. Dodgers, though, going to win in LA, heading back to Philly, down 3-2 in their series. See what's going to happen. And the Dodgers win game number 6 in Philadelphia. They are heading back home to LA for game number 7. So far, Philly has owned them there, but not this time. The Dodgers will win. Advancing to the World Series, you have the Seattle Mariners versus LA Dodgers. Battle of the West Coast. What is going to happen? Get to the calendar. Bring me to the Dodgers. All right, actually, bring me to Seattle. We should support Seattle over the Dodgers. So here we go, advancing on up. We're going to have Logan Gilbert take on Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani has not pitched all postseason. They've been resting his arm for this moment, the World Series, and it pays off. 2-0 win for the Dodgers in game number 1 in LA. Game number 2 in LA, George Kirby versus Tyler Glasnow. They lose 10-6. Oh, the run support was there, but pitching let them down. Both times it wasn't the starting pitchers for the teams who pick up the wins or the losses. It's actually their bullpen. Keep it moving, heading into Seattle, down 2-0 in the series. You're here at home, calm down. Luis Castillo versus Blake Snell, 3-2 win. Once again, it's relief pitchers with the win and losses there. Logan Gilbert taking on Roki Sasaki in his rookie campaign, losing 3-2. Roki Sasaki takes the win. First starting pitcher to be really recognized for a win there. No loss handed out to a starting pitcher for the Mariners, though. So down 3-1. You got to battle back strong. Ohtani versus Kirby, and the World Series champions is the LA Dodgers. Who would have thought it? Congratulations to the Dodgers on winning the World Series. Looking at the awards, World Series MVP was David Fry. Batted 500 in the World Series. No home runs, no RBIs, just batted 500. The 29-year-old just batted 500, and that was enough to win World Series MVP. Are you serious? Honestly, that's kind of a letdown. It's kind of a letdown. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. MVP for the American League went to Anthony Santander. First year in Toronto. Cy Young goes to Garrett Cole of the New York Yankees. Batting title was Vladimir Guerrero over in Toronto. So good hitting in Toronto this year, it appears. Reliever of the year was Griffin Jax with 52 saves in his first year as the full-time reliever or closing pitcher in Minnesota. Rookie of the year goes to Kobe Mayo of the Baltimore Orioles. 17 home runs, batted .244. Hank Aaron goes to Gunnar Henderson, so Baltimore had some good hitting too. Wow, Gold Glove, Kyle Bradish for Baltimore. Gold Glove for catcher was Alejandro Kirk. First baseman, Carlos Santana. Marcus Semien was for second base. Third base, Mikhail Garcia. Shortstop, Carlos Correa. Left fielder was Stephen Kwan. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Right fielder, Colton Cowser. Silver Sluggers now for DH. Brent Rooker, Cal Raleigh at catcher, Jake Berger at first, Luis Rengifo at second, Jordan Westberg at third. Shortstop was Gunnar Henderson. Outfielders were Anthony Santander, Kyle Schwarber, and Aaron Judge. Postseason MVP for the American League was Victor Robles for the Seattle Mariners. Congratulations to him. Taking a look at the National League side now. MVP was Kyle Tucker, first year in Chicago. So both sides MVPs were players on their first year with their new teams. That's interesting. That is interesting. Chris Sale wins another Cy Young. Batting title goes to Kyle Tucker. Reliever of the year was Matt Strahan with the Philadelphia Phillies. Rookie of the year, Roki Sasaki. Hank Aaron Award goes to Kyle Tucker. The Gold Glove Award for pitcher goes to Shohei Imanaga. Sean Murphy for catcher. Josh Naylor for first base. Bryce Terang at second base. To Bryant Hayes at third. Dansby Swanson at second. Left field, Jackson Churio. Center field, Jacob Young. And right field, Fernando Tatis Jr. Getting to the Silver Sluggers at DH, we have Marcell Ozuna. Catcher was Will Smith. First base, Pete Alonso. Second base, Ketel Marte. Third base, Austin Riley. Shortstop, Trey Turner. Outfield, Kyle Tucker. As well as Juan Soto and Teoscar Hernandez. Postseason MVP, they're giving to Mookie Betts. So they're not going to give World Series MVP. No, that's got to go to David Fry. David Fry is now in company with Freddie Freeman and Corey Seager. That's ridiculous. That's just, what you gonna do? You know, what you gonna do, brother, when they fuck up the World Series MVP on you? So yep, let's advance it on up to the off season. Our third base coach. So my contract with the hitting and third base coach has come to an end, and we need to re-sign these guys. So we're gonna keep on advancing it. Retired players. Jacob Burke, the 25-year-old with a torn MCL, decides to hang it up from the outfield. Sorry about that, dude. Sorry that you got hurt there. Charlie Morton hanging it up in Baltimore after an impressive career throughout the league. Wow, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Philly, Houston, Tampa, everyone. And now if Baltimore knows of Charlie Morton, Adam Ottavino hanging it up in Boston. Played the whole year down in the minors. Just realized he's not as good as he used to be. Chris Bassett is going to be hanging up the cleats as well in Toronto. Congratulations to him on a great career. Max Scherzer, the Hall of Famer, guaranteed Hall of Famer, hanging up the cleats as well after a very impressive final year here in Toronto. 2.71 ERA. Scherzer at 41 years of age, 65 overall, getting it done. Kenta Maeda hangs up the cleats after spending all year down in the minors in Detroit. Who else we got? Kenley Jansen hangs up the cleats in LA after only getting 5 saves. Thought of to be the closing pitcher for the Angels. Didn't get that job, but still was pitching pretty good at a 3.89 ERA. Chris Martin hanging them up as well. TJ McFarland retiring this season. Casey Lawrence, Jesse Chavez, Jake Dykman, Anthony Gose. Who else we got? Ben Heller, Caleb Thalbar, Wade Miley, Andrew McCutchen, Austin Barnes, Martin Milando, Justin Verlander, another Hall of Famer, hanging them up after an impressive season with San Francisco. Abraham Almonte, Chase Anderson. Who else we got? Now to the free agents that are just deciding to retire. Daniel Bard, Kyle Barklow, Tyler Beatty. Who else we got? Ty Blotch, Rob Brantley, Aaron Brooks, Matt Carciti, Matt Carpenter, Matt Castillo, Patrick Corbin hanging up the cleats, Johnny Cueto, old Quates, Adam Duvall, Aledmys Diaz, Paolo Espino, Kyle Gibson, Robbie Grossman, Yuli Gurriel, Rich Hill, Jay Jackson, Brett Kennedy, Dallas Keuchel, the former fucking Dallas Keuchel, the Cy Young winner that turned into literally nothing. Literally turned to shit. He pitched one good season. Oh, God, Keuchel. Matt Koch, Lance Lynn hanging him up. JD Martinez. He had the power still, just no one picked him up. Yeah, great bat. Would have been a great DH, but I didn't want to sign any free agents. Keep it going. Whit Merrifield hanging up the cleats. A lot of fucking old men, dude. A lot of old guys. Wes Parson, Austin Pruitt, Jose Quintana, Nick Ramirez, David Robertson, the reliever, Julio Teheran. Most of these guys, I'm pretty sure, are just made up guys. Alex Woods. Wood hangs up the cleats. And then we're back at the top. Now, tell me who you think is going to be Hall of Famers. So we got quite a few candidates. I guarantee you Scherzer and Verlander. No Verlander! Verlander does not make the Hall of Fame. Justin Verlander does not make the Hall of Fame. Max Scherzer, however, does. He goes down as a Washington National, 2008 to 2025, 226 wins, 116 losses. Almost 3,000 innings pitched and one strikeout away from 3,500 strikeouts. So a 3.14 career ERA. No Justin Verlander in the Hall of Fame is crazy to me. We are going to be firing Will Venable as our manager, pitching coach. We're going to fire Ethan Katz. We are also we'll keep Caleb Nelson. So we need a new manager, hitter, pitching coach, and third base coach. I wish I could promote Alfonso Rodriguez, but I can't. So let's go and try to find ourselves a nice coach. Drag bunt, contact, home run, durability. I don't care about durability too much. Plate discipline, power, and stealing, -1 to stamina. Jose Rivera. Just keep you on my board. Hits over 9. +3 contact, arm strength, and speed. Drag bunt. Hits velocity, speed. No. Bunting, contact, velocity, and stealing. You could be good. Might as well. Drew Michael. Holy shit. Alright. So are any of these guys on this board? They actually are. Jose and Robert. Hitting coaches, -2 bunting, plate vision, contact, and power. Yeah, I don't care to bunt. So Alexander Ratliff, I want you as my hitting coach. Pitching coach. Home run, stamina, hits, -1 to walk. Hit velocity, pitching clutch. Hits over 9, Ks over 9. Ks, home runs, walks, control. I think I'd rather Sam Elliott as our pitching coach. I think I'd rather Sam Elliott get more control, K, home run, and walk. Yeah, I'd rather Sam Elliott. First base. I want to do speed, reaction, stealing, durability, reaction, speed. Oh, that's arm accuracy. Don't care for the durability part. Let's go Taylor Maxwell. Oh, I already have a first base coach. Okay, perfect. Don't gotta worry about that then. Third base coach, we can bring in Maxwell there. Make him our third base coach. That's our farm director. Shit ton of managers. Shit ton of managers and exclusive free agents. Alright. Well, here's the thing. I'm not paying you $10 million, Clevenger. You can hit free agency. Michael A. Taylor, you're a phenomenal fielder. I want you on defense, though. I don't really want you to hit for me. I think I might be able to get you back in free agency, Taylor, so I'm going to wait. And then Craig Kimbrell, you're hitting free agency as well, so I'm not really interested in any of them. Advance 1 run. Drew Michael has accepted the Braves offer as pitching coach. Robert Thompson has accepted the White Sox offer as head coach. Taylor Maxwell is now the Athletics third base coach. Okay. Well. Oh, and they're now interested. He's now interested in the Braves over ours. Um. $5.2 over 3 years. Yeah, 5.2 over 3 years. And pitching coach Sam Elliott will offer you 3.5. Still need a third base coach. What have I offered? Hitting and pitching. Yeah, I need a third base coach. I'm gonna go with Tim Hayer. Bring him on in. Tim Hayer is now our third base coach. Perfecto mundo. Still on top of the world for both of you. Elliott is now our pitching coach. Perfect. So all we have left is this hitting coach, which I really want. So I'm willing to offer you 5.4 for 3 years. And you accepted the Braves offer. I've offered you so much money and you said no to me. Oh, that hurts my feelings. Oh, I don't know how to feel. Clutch, plate vision, power. Yep, you're the dude. 4.6 for 3 years, Victor. 4.6 for 3 years. Okay, so he doesn't come to us. Not yet, anyways. Not yet. So free agency got a little overhaul, I guess, in this year's game. During free agency, teams have opportunities to sign players to improve their team next season. Your offseason budget for this 16-week period can be found here. You may not exceed this budget, so use it wisely. We recommend setting your positional and team needs as soon as possible. If a free agent matches your needs, they become more motivated to join your team. Adding a free agent to your big board is the best way to learn and improve their motivation to sign with your team. Adjust the free agent's priority slot. Okay. Well, positional needs. I need a shortstop or a third baseman. I need a shortstop or a third baseman. That's easy for sure. I need relief pitching this upcoming season. And then a left fielder. Okay, that's all I can get. I can get 3 needs. So shortstop, third base, and relief pitcher. Who are the available free agents? This is the top 150 free agents this season. These are the recommended free agents, list of all free agents. Okay, perfect. Top 150, the recommended guys we go after. They want us to go after the reliever of the year, Matt Strahan, on our team. They also want us to go after shortstop Bo Bichette, a potential 80 overall, batted .231 this past season. Yeah, I'll bring Bo Bichette in. I would bring Bo Bichette in. Who else we got down here in recommended? Hosea Leclerc, Willie Castro. Plays everywhere. Good fielding, great durability. Batted .243 with 11 home runs last season. I kind of fuck with both of them. We need a shortstop because I was planning on moving Montgomery to third. And then Castro could play. Yeah. Okay. So I can't offer him a contract. So right now, let's see. Bo Bichette demands a 2-year, $13.2 million. He's the 18th ranked free agent right now. Calling agent to learn players' motivation to sign. Right now, a motivational boost. Positional need is shortstop. Good. Team need, none selected. What does that mean? Select 2 team needs. The players... Oh, for like shit we need? Oh. Okay. Oh, I don't even know. We definitely need to get on base more. We need better defense. Contact and power. Dylan Cease, Vladimir Guerrero. Oh yeah, I didn't even go over the top 100. I just went over the recommended free agents. Oh, now it wants us to go after Tucker and Guerrero in them. Oh my god. So the top 100 free agents. This is the list. We're gonna go after the top. We'll go after the top 20. So the number 1 free agent this season is MVP Kyle Tucker, followed up by 26-year-old third/first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Ryan Helsley, free agent number 3, Dylan Cease, number 4, Devin Williams at 5, Framber Valdez 6, Michael King 7, Zach Gallen 8, Zach Eflin 9, Ranger Suarez 10, Matt Strahan 11, Eric Fetty at 12, Josh Naylor 13, Luis Rengifo 14, Eric Suarez at 15, Nick Martinez 16, John Means 17, Lane Thomas 19, and then Gleyber Torres at 20. Dude, this free agent market feels like a fantasy draft almost. Like Dylan Cease, I want Dylan Cease. I love Dylan Cease. He's amazing. Zach Eflin, if I could get you, Zach Gallen, if I could get you, I would get you too. Like 150 strikeouts, 192 innings pitched. 162. This dude's K's over 9 should be up there. He's always so underrated. I hate the fact that they underrate Dylan Cease.
That you'll never know.
Offered all the salary arbitration and tendered contracts that I wanted to. Now it's just about advancing it enough. As far as arbitration went, I basically went through, I arbitrated Henkes, May, Wilson, Morejon, Karinchak, Dalbec. I think that was it. But I also offered them a really lowball deal compared to what they want. If they accept the contract I offered, they will make more than if we were to go to arbitration. But May still wants like $12 million a season. I'm just not interested in giving you that, May. I'm really, really not. So we're just going to let him kind of trickle away and think about it. Otherwise, we'll see him, at the arbitration hearing. We do want him on this team, but I'm not willing to pay him all that much. As far as tenured contracts went for minor leaguers and whatnot, a lot of, so long as you were 27 years of age or and lower, wanted 60K, I signed you immediately. As for the guys that were 800K, you needed to have good potential for me to really want to sign you. Did I not offer a contract to Brandon Montgomery? Interesting. I guess I didn't. Renew Brandon Montgomery. This is why I'm glad I went back and looked. I would have lost Brandon Montgomery, one of our best prospects on this team. But besides that, we pretty much gave everybody, all of our top prospects were re-signed. We're hoping that Justin Henry Malloy will re-sign here shortly, along with Barrera and Cannon. But we'll have to see. Again, we're also going after Dylan Cease, Guerrero, and Bo Bichette. I'm actually going to switch Guerrero and Bichette right now. Yeah. So we're gonna switch them around. Starting pitcher for positional need for the third one. Why not? Boost it up just a little bit more. They're not very interested in our team because we're considered long shots, but it's fine. It is fine. Advance it on up a day at a time. We have our new hitting coach. Perfect. So we have a brand new coaching staff here in Chicago. Robert Thompson taking over as general manager or manager here, with Victor Zarate and Sam Elliott being the hitting and pitching coach. First base coach Caleb Nelson is the only man really in the major league wise to be part of the original organization from last year. And then Tim Hayer coming in and taking over as third base coach. Alfonso Rodriguez, I'm going to probably look to bring you back next season as our farm director. But it all depends if there might be someone better than you. Because reaction and drag bunting +2/+2, I might want other stats to be boosted up. But I think this is a really good coaching staff, A+ across the board. So we have one of the best coaching staffs in all of baseball. Free agents we can't. Okay, guess I'm just gonna have to keep on advancing it slowly. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Jackson Merrill resigns with San Diego for $780K. Wyatt Langford resigns for $780K. Roki Sasaki signs a 7-year, $133.7 million contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Today is the last day to offer contracts. Today is a day to offer contracts. Would you like to stop simulating? Yes. Let us take a look at the three that we have. So 40. Cease has no motivation to sign with us right now. Though Bo Bichette is quite interested. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting Dylan Cease, so remove from big board. We might be able to go after Vladdy. Maybe. +8 a week, +6 a week. Okay. So with all that out of the way, what about... He wants to go after relief pitchers. I'd rather do that. Get rid of starting pitcher, put back in relief. Go back into relief. Don't really need right-handed batters. But whatever. Trying to help get those two. Need a nice relief pitcher. 34-year-old Matt Strahan. I go after Iglesias. No, he's tanking. Loizaga, 3.5, first year back up. Romero, no. Williams is solid. He wants double-digit money, right? Yeah, they both want double-digit money. That's just not something I'm interested in handing out. Probably be the best. We'll try to go after him. Don't know why that's okay. So we're gonna go Strahan, Guerrero, and Bichette for this week. I'm gonna try anyways. Paul Skeens re-signs with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Kyle Tucker signs a 9-year, $332.3 million deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, Dodgers continue to have endless amounts of money. That's what I'm finding out here. Now or never. 5% motivational increase. Another organization made the first competitor offer a top 25 free agent, Bo Bichette. Yeah, I want to offer him a contract. Okay, here's the contract you are offering this free agent. You can adjust. Okay. Look, Bo Bichette, I want you 4 years. Max I can give you. That's the max I can get you. Is 16. You want 4 years, $16.5 million a year, 80 overall. Is that too much? Supposed to gain +6 interest. Do 15. 4 years, $15 million. Four years, $15 million. Or is he going to the Pirates? He's decided to sign a 4-year, $13.39 million contract with the Guardians. Oh my God. Framber Valdez goes to the Orioles. Devin Williams back to Milwaukee for $72 million. Oh my God. Oh boy. Yep. Oh boy. Guerrero. Seems it's only the Twins and the Yankees are interested in Guerrero. Strahan is only 8% motivated. Is signing with me. Okay. Willie Castro. Okay. I could really use Willie Castro here. Oh, fuck. We're not having a good free agency, number one. 40-man roster must be set tomorrow. Players not protected on 40-man roster will be eligible for the Rule 5 draft. Would you like to stop simulating? Sure. So what do we got? We got 36. So we got 4 40-man spots left. Anybody I just don't want on the 40-man. Oh my God. Is it glitched? There we go. So I guess if you go through the 40-man and you press right trigger, left trigger, it just switches the teams and your player stays the same. Gotta go here back into the roster to actually change it. That's a little frustrating. So real quick. Got 4 spots. Rule 5 eligible. Okay. Kai Bush is eligible. Juan is eligible. Tristan Gray is eligible. Peyton Palante is eligible. You know, I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. Maybe we want to protect Palante, but I don't think a team would take him. But fuck it. Add him to the 40-man. Add him to the 40-man. We're good from there. Michael King signs with the Diamondbacks. 6 years, $188.6 million deal. Today's the last day to offer salary arbitration to eligible players. Salary arbitration not offered, they will become free agents. Would you like to stop simulating? Yep, just need to make sure. Pretty sure I've offered it to everybody I want, so we are set. Should be set. Okay. Free agency again. Guerrero verified. The Giants, Yankees, and Astros are all interested. Willie Castro is nearly interested in joining our team. Mike Strahan is doing pretty decent. I don't need a first baseman as much as I need a third baseman. So these are the three guys we're going after. We should be able to get Willie Castro, offer a contract to Castro next week. Hopefully Guerrero, we will be able to get him in just a moment. That would be huge if we could get him. It would be huge if we could get Vladdy. It's going to be a lot of money, but it would be worth it. Dylan Cease, Helsley. Strahan is probably still the right choice right now. Zach Gallen signs a 7-year, $194 million contract with the San Diego Padres. All players must be, okay. For contract renewals, it's fine. There's no one here that I'm really interested in. Maybe we should re-sign Cam Boozer. Just as some relief pitching depth, just in case, but everyone else I'm fine letting go. Everyone else I'm fine letting go. Oh, here we go. Oswaldo Cabrera. Free agent opportunity. Okay. Occasionally, free agents that fit your position and team needs will reach out to you via their agents. Hello, I'm reaching out in regards to Oswaldo Cabrera. Feels like a good organizational fit. Maybe worthwhile to check in. Okay. 66% motivated. He's 78. 71 overall, C potential. If you like the free agent but are not ready to offer them a contract now, add them to the big board to increase their motivation to sign your team later. You want 2 years, $3 million a season. How old is Oswaldo Cabrera? How old is he? Let me see. Oswaldo Cabrera is 26, so he'd be 27. 2 years would bring him until he's about 30. 2 years. 3 years, $3.01 million. What do you think of that, Cabrera? 3 years, $3 million. Did he sign? Oh, Jesus Christ. A lot of people are signing. Marcelo Ozuna back to Atlanta. Gleyber Torres back to Detroit. JT Realmuto back to Philly. Willie Castro, we can finally offer him a contract as well. He wants 2 years, $10 million to offer him a contract. So 2 years, $10.3 million. You are 28. Yeah, 2 years. Give you 2 years, 10 mil. Yeah, make it 3. Contract sent to him. Next week we should be able to get. Next week we should be able to offer a contract to Guerrero. All right, so we got Willie Castro and Cabrera right now competing for us. Well, we've offered contracts to both of them. Texas Rangers acquired Nick Pivetta and Yendon Rojas from the Padres in exchange for Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien getting dealt? I forgot to look at the trade deadline or the trading block. Christian Yelich, Christian Yelich is available. What do they want for him? I'll do it. I'll make a trade for Christian Yelich right now. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go after the veteran outfielder. He's making an absolute shit ton of money, and it's going to be increasing year after year as he gets older. Literally, I wish we could change or restructure his contract, as he is going to be digressing throughout this contract, but $23.5 million for Christian Yelich. We're going to be sending him prospect Prelander Beora, who we called up earlier this season. Didn't pitch the greatest in the majors, but pitched pretty good down in the minors, so they get a nice little starting pitching prospect. They're also going to be getting veteran Andrew Benintendi. As much as I'd love to just be able to eat all that fucking money, no, you guys are going to have to eat some of ours. So we're getting Andrew Benintendi's contract off the books for Christian Yelich's, basically. And then Brooks Baldwin will also be getting shipped out of town. A utility prospect in our team, or in our organization, had a really good season last year. We called him up to the majors, batted .241. He's also signed for the next 2 to 3 seasons. So the Milwaukee Brewers going to be getting some nice prospects in this cap dump of theirs. So I'm going to offer that to Milwaukee. Thank you guys for the addition of Christian Yelich. So our new outfield is Lawrence Butler, Luis Robert, and Christian Yelich. Christian Yelich we might want to be putting at just DH. We might want to just DH him at this point in his career. So we might want to just go and acquire another outfielder, because with him gone, I'm not sure if there's anybody I'd rather DH over him, to be honest with you. So that was a huge acquisition, in my opinion, for our organization. Huge acquisition. Blake Trinan. What would you guys want for him? Like, would you want a lot? You want catcher, third base, and outfield? Give you Oscar Colas. Or give you Dominic Fletcher straight up for him. Dominic Fletcher and Anthony Hoopy Tuanto for Blake Trinan. He's going to make $11 million this season. Never mind. I didn't realize how much money he was making. I'm good without that. I'm good without that. Yeah. So let's keep on moving it on up. Hopefully, now that we have acquired Christian Yelich, we're seen as more of a contenders, and we're showing the fans. Willie Castro is deciding to sign with the Tigers. You motherfucker. Diamondbacks acquired Orion Kirkering, 4-year relief pitcher, 4-year deal in exchange for Tommy Troy and Ivan Melendez. Oswald Cabrera now trying to sign. Where are you going? That offer isn't quite what I'm looking for, but we're not that far apart. Let's keep talking. Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Would you like to stop simulating? Yes. Rival opportunity. You heard through the grapevine Chicago Cubs are looking at Gary Sanchez. Not interested in catcher. We have catcher locked up. Not interested in it. We're gonna offer a contract to Guerrero though. Alec Burleson didn't really hit that well last season. Yeah, he's not a hitter. I mean, he's not a fielder. Can we develop him though? Can we develop him though? Probably not. Winker. Say a Kai Falafel. Cabrera's C potential 71. Plays literally everywhere. Good fielder, not the greatest arm. More of a second baseman type of deal from him. If you're gonna play our outfield, we need you to play really fucking good. Okay. But for the time being, offer a contract to Vladdy. Alright. 26. 92 overall. 26. Bring him till he's 36. We'll offer you 28 million. That's the most we can offer. 32. We'll offer you 9 years. 30 million. Sign with us. Well, we'll go 28 and a half, so that way we have 30 million left. So we increased his years, increased the amount of money he wants, offer the contract. I think it's going to give us a boost in his motivation too, because we're the first competitive offer maybe. Strahan. Lock it in. Lock it in. And relief pitcher is going to be weak. Mason Miller, Henkis, Morhan, Karinchak, Bowser. Starting pitcher, we're pretty strong though. If May can bounce back, hopefully. May, Cannon, Thorpe, Cologne, Uriarte. Contract decision. Do we get Vladdy? Come on, buddy. Sign with us, please. He don't! We offered him more money and more years. And he goes to the Yankees instead. He goes to the Yankees instead. The Blue Jays acquire Seiya Suzuki from the Cubs in exchange for Jose Barros and Orleves Martinez. Okay. Rangers Suarez signs a $135.7 million deal with the Guardians over 5 years. And this is the lottery draft. All right, we have the 6th best odds right now. Do we get the first pick? We don't, but we move up one. We move up from 5. The Marlins, who had the best odds in this year's draft, fell from 1 to 7. We move from 6 to 5, so we have a top 5 pick in this upcoming draft. Luis Castillo gets traded to the St. Louis Cardinals from the Mariners in exchange for Sonny Gray and a Jordan Walker. Alright, free agents. We have been struggling here mightily for free agents. I need to just start signing some motherfuckers. Alright, so this game's making it harder to sign free agents, which is good. You know, we are the White Sox, so we gotta slowly start coming up there. But let's go over basically the team needs. So in the outfield, we have Butler, Roberts, and we have Christian Yelich. We do, but Christian Yelich's fielding really isn't the greatest. All right, he really isn't the greatest. I would rather DH him. Doesn't have the strongest arm anymore. Maybe we put him. He's got to play left field. Yeah, he's got to play left field or DH. I think at this point in his career, I'd rather DH him. That means we need a left fielder. I plan on putting Colson Montgomery at short or third. I was hoping to sign Guerrero. I was really hoping to sign Guerrero. Put Guerrero at third, Montgomery at short. Oh, that would have been so nice, but it's not going to happen. So we really need to figure out, I think, the short, or the third or short predicament, along with the relief pitcher. That seems to be our biggest issue. So third base, top guy is Oswaldo Cabrera. Of course it is. Eddie Rosario, first baseman. Luis Ariz is available. That's a good leadoff hitter. That is a good leadoff hitter for us. Could be worth taking a shot on. You know how awful free agency I feel like I've been? How awful I've been at free agency so far? We did at least acquire Cedric Mullins. We've at least acquired Christian Yelich. So I think that's at least a bright spot. Not going to trade away Colson Montgomery. Colson Montgomery is ridiculous. Rule 5 draft, we have pick number 6. Ooh, okay. People are going. Christian Scott taken number 1 overall, B potential 68. Followed by Randy Dobnik, a starting pitcher for Colorado. Brandon Venezuela from Mexico, going to the Giants, a catcher, and then third baseman Orlvis Martinez. Okay, what players are available for us here? Relief pitching. We do need relief pitching, so we could really snag something here. Best guy is Josh Stallmount. It would work. None of these guys pitched in the majors last year. Second baseman, Brandon Rogers. He can only play second base, though. We did lose Rojas. Contact. Didn't play in the majors at all last year. Gold Glove winner. Interesting there. There's a 23-year-old second baseman down here, James Triantos. 5'11". Cooper Kinney. Plays second, short, and third. Good fielder. Has some work to do. Not really MLB caliber yet. Cade Maid. A better hitter. Plays shortstop from the Dominican Republic. Good fielding. 50s across the boards hitting. He might not be bad. Kevin Maid. Might not be too bad. Jacob Melton. Not really my type. Gavin Cross. That's a potential pick right there. I'm going to take Kevin Made from Rochester Red Wings. Went undrafted 23-year-old shortstop Kevin Made. We're going to take him. And then in the next round, we're taking a relief pitcher. This round, we're taking a relief pitcher. We're going to take Josh Stawmount. Need another reliever. I could take Jay Antone. I think I'm gonna wait. Nah, we can wait there. Thinking about Brandon Rogers, right? We'll take him. Grab Brandon Rogers. 3 Rule 5 draft picks already in. What else I think I'm interested in? Gavin Cross is really close. 25, 66 overall. He probably really is a good potential outfielder. Maybe we do have him hit against righties in left field. Gavin Cross, why not? Might as well have him on the team just in case. And then from here on out, I am set. We don't need anything else from the Rule 5 draft. Drafted 5 guys. Works for me. Or, yeah, I think about 5 guys on the team. Advancing on up a couple weeks. Ryan Helsley signs with the Braves for $57.9 million. Yeah, let's see if we can offer some contracts. 26. Jorge Mateo is interested in our team. We can get Mateo. All right, so offer Mateo. How old are you? You're 30. Fast as fuck. Can play the outfield, second and short. We're going to have you bat against lefties. So, yeah, 2 years works for me. You want 7.2. Look, we need someone. So, we'll offer you $8 million a season. 2 years, $8 million. Cedric Mullins, we're going to make you a priority with Isaiah kind of Falafa right after. Zach Eflin signs a three-year deal worth $26.6 million a year with the Baltimore Orioles. Now or never, Isaiah kind of Falafa on your big board is rumored to be close to signing with one of these teams, Seattle, Pittsburgh, or St. Louis. Yep, I need to offer him a contract. So Isaiah kind of Falafa. How old are you again? I can't remember. Isaiah kind of Falafa. You're 30 already. You're already 30, so a 2-year contract, $11 million. Okay, 3 years, $11 million. Isaiah, what do you say? 3 years, 11 mil. Fuck, I offered him more money and everything, dude. This happens every time. Every time. 3 years, 11 million? No, I would rather sign with this other team. Perfect, though. We get Jorge Mateo. The only thing that was missing was me signing with the Sox. Welcome to the team. 2 years, $8 million. Easy payday for you. Perfect. Get the free agency. Rob Snyder. Who are you? 34 years of age? Hell of a contact bat against lefties. I think we were going to have Isaiah play outfield, right? Or Cedric Mullins? No, Cedric Mullins was going to bat and play outfield for us. That was the plan. He's got a good arm, decent fielding. Move from big board though. Okay. So we got Cedric Mullins, working on him. No one signed Dylan Cease yet, so I'm gonna try my damnedest to try to get him on in. Need someone to pair with Jorge Mateo. Need a righty. Yeah, we need someone who can play shortstop and is a righty. Cedric Mullins. Motherfucker. I wanted to sign you. I really did. This is how much I want to sign you for. Oh, you want 14 mil? I'll give you 17.5 for 5, buddy. 17.5 for 5. Max out what I can give you. And he goes to Kansas City. $17.5 million wasn't enough to get Cedric Mullins to sign with us. Garrett Hampson will sign with us, though, so that's good. That's good. He could play the outfield if really push comes to shove. Could put him in the outfield. Offer him a contract. We'll give him, how old are you? 31? Yeah, 2 years sounds about right. 2 years. 9.5. 2 years, 9.5 for Garrett Hampson. Let's see. Luis Rise is still available. Awful fielder, but great leadoff hitter for us. I'm going to try to get Luis Rise. We have so many young outfield prospects that maybe we can just bring one of them up too. Garrett Hampson's deciding if he wants to sign. And he does. Welcome to the team, buddy. Welcome to the team. Yes, stop simulation. Free agents. Hunter Harvey, relief pitcher. Add him to the big board. 74. Performs better during the day. Can't offer you a contract. Luis Rise. Offer you a contract, why not? 2 years. No, I wanted that longer. 4 years, 8 mil. 4 years, 8 mil, Luis. Move you. We need an outfielder, right? I believe we need an outfielder. Really, we need an infielder still. Colson Montgomery. Play third. Really do. I want to work him in. An everyday player. It's just hard. Maybe we put you at third. Put Garrett Hampson at third. Sosa. Yeah, the infield's kind of crowded now. He's an outfielder. Also use a fucking relief pitcher. That's actually probably what I should be going after. Some relief pitching. Some relief pitching. We get Jordan Romero again. Oh, there's plenty. All right. Scott Barlow. Jesus. So Trevor Rogers is the best available. Clutches through the roof, velocity. He's 35 years of age. We'll give it a shot. You know, he's 35. We're not supposed to be too good. If you could hold out one more year, that would be great. Luke Weaver, pretty decent too. Jose Leclerc, former. Okay, I'm going to go after Luke Weaver first. Offer a contract to Arise. Still trying to go after Dylan Cease. Still trying to go after Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease, max it out. Max it out. I will give you everything I can, buddy, to try to come here. Everything I can. He goes to the Texas Rangers for 7 years, $38.48 million. Luke Weaver, relief pitcher, now or never, also wants a... Oh, man. 43% motivated to sign with us. Give him a 2-year, $5.5 million contract. Probably not going to sign. Signs with the Reds. Signs with the fucking Reds. Luis Arise. I already offered him a contract. I already offered him a contract. Four years, just under $9 million for Luis Arise. Perfect. Thank you for joining the White Sox, Arias. Thank you. Sign a player with the last chance contract. Hell yeah. Alright, so back to the free agency. We got a clear board. We could use some relief pitchers. Really could use some relief pitchers here. So, let's see. Jose Leclerc. Might have to go after you, buddy. Not that I want to. Fortunately, I might have to. A lot of veterans left here, except for you. So go after Jose Leclerc. Closing pitchers, Jordan Romano will go after. Really not any starting pitchers that interested me, so I'm cool with the pitching staff we have now. I mean, there's maybe Walker Buehler. Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll go after Walker Buehler. No, I want that second baseman actually. Where is he? Brooks Lee. Yeah, I want to go after Brooks Lee. So there we go. Leclerc, Romano, Brooks Lee. It's the best we're probably going to do. Jordan Romano, last chance to sign him. I bet it is. We're not going to sign him. One year, $8.3 million for Jordan Romano. And he goes to the Phillies. Back to the Phillies. Like to stop simulating? No. Walker Buehler, 90% motivated. Free agent opportunity. Yeah, I'll offer him a contract. 1 year. Make it cheap as fuck, too. 1 year. Actually. 2 years at $5.47 million. Jose Leclerc, interested in our team. We'll give him a 2-year deal. 2 years at 4.5. 4.6. 2 years, 4.6. Perfect. Could use probably another reliever. Don't think I want to get any of them, though. Maybe Scott Barlow. Yeah, let's go after Scott Barlow. Jose Leclerc is no longer interested in our contract. Walker Buehler is deciding. I see. He said no. He said no. Miguel Andujar. Yeah, I'll offer him a contract. Yeah, we need an outfielder. Actually, add him to the big board. Motivation's maxed. Good fielder. Decent hitter. Not going to hit a lot of home runs. Not going to steal a lot of bases either. All right, Barlow. 1 year. $3.2 million. 1 year, 3.2. Brooks year. I want you 3 years at $780K. Cleric signed elsewhere. Didn't even take into consideration my offer. Well, we're gonna need a reliever. Gonna need a fucking reliever. Gonna have to go with one of the old bucks. Shelby Miller. Emilio Vega. Good clutch. Go with Shelby Miller. 1 more year. Place player, actually. Could bring back Michael A. Taylor. Oh, I need someone who can hit fucking righties. MJ Melendez, he hits righties. Plays left field. Potentially could play catcher for us, too. Do have Kyle Teal. Do have Kyle Teal. I'm going to go after MJ Melendez. Go after MJ Melendez. Brooks Lee, going to sign with us. 3-year contract. Welcome to the team, Brooks. Got Barlow. Fuck. Alright. Today was the arbitration hearing for Dustin May. The arbitration panel sided with the White Sox organization. The salary for the 2026 season will be $4 million. Thank you. Today was Adrian Morejon. The arbitration sided with Morejon. Will be 4.25. Okay. Relief pitcher Derek Hall. Add him to my big board. 71 overall. He could be a nice depth piece, I guess. Offer a contract, 1 year, $3 million. 1 year, $3 million. 1 year, 3.549, sure, for Scott Barlow. MJ Melendez, 3 years at 1.2, yeah, 1.3, sure. They side with Bobby Dahlbeck, really? What a bunch of bitches. Sided with Josh Staumont, 2.6. Bryce Wilson. Sided with Wilson, almost 10 million. Sam Hentges, they sided with us at 1.78. They sided with Braden Rogers for $3 million. Barlow says no again. MJ Melendez signs with us. Welcome to the team, Melendez. Derek Law, Lee pitcher, signs with the White Sox too. So all we're missing is Barlow. We really need Barlow. This is the last chance to offer contracts to players on my big board. Yeah, 3 years, 1 year, $3.78 million. Walker Buehler, offer you 1 year, $6.64 million. I feel like I need an infielder. Try to bring back Josh Rojas. 1 year, $4 million. Josh Rojas says, fuck you, us. Scott Barlow signs with our team. There's relief pitching. Walker Buehler signs with the team as well. Welcome to the squad, everybody. Tomorrow's the last day to renew contracts for unsigned players. Would you like to stop simulating? Sure. So there's no players left for me to sign. I can go in and start signing some just outright free agents. So let's see. So right now, our MLB, we have May, Cannon, Thorpe, Buehler. But we're going to move Bryce Wilson. We're going to move him to long relief pitcher because he is still at 60 overall or 60 stamina. So we're going to move him to long relief pitcher. There is Bailey Falter down here, though he had a 6 ERA last season. Not sure if I want to go with that. There's some nice veteran pickups. Clayton Kershaw, he's still around. He's digressing a lot, but he's still around. To bring him and try to pair him up with Walker Buehler once again. German Marquez, 4.33. He's been pitching in Colorado for years, so his numbers might actually get much better now that he's not pitching in Colorado, allowing those mile-high home runs. Relief pitchers, Tyler Rogers, so Trevor Rogers' brother, who we almost went after, is available. I think we're okay. I think we're going to be okay for relief pitching and closing pitching for this season. Catchers should be fine. First base seems fine. I'm going to say second base should be fine as well. And third base, maybe we want to sign somebody, but we should be able to finagle it. Shortstops, we got a bunch of fucking shortstops. Brooks Lee needs to get sent down to the minors. Outfield, Christian Yelich with MJ Melendez. Center field, Gavin Cross is there. Fuck. Yeah, Gavin Cross is going to be playing the outfield for us as well. Forgot about that. And we'll have to take a look at some of these free agencies, some of these free agents once we actually get into the start of the season, which is happening right now. So I'm going to take spring training to myself to go and edit the roster and see some of the guys that I like, and we will we will recap what happened at the beginning of next episode, which will also be the beginning of the 2026 MLB season, where hopefully our Chicago White Sox can take the next step forward and become a playoff team. We have already improved from 30th in the league to 24th in just one offseason. So hopefully we can do some really good things. But before, actually, you know what? We need to get Lawrence Butler extended real quick. So how long? He's 25. If we were to max him out, he would want $14 million a year. What would that do to our budgets? It would probably evaporate it, like it is right now. $14.5 million a year following this season. 14 years. He's 25. He doesn't even need a contract that long, because he wants even more money if I don't. Damn. Give you a 10-year contract, and I'll give you like 15 mil. So there we go. $154.5 million over 10 years. I'm not interested in being locked into a long-term contract. That's fine. That is fine with me. I'll just bring you to fucking arbitration next season. $4.5 million. Bring him to 2 years. 2 years, 6.6. Sure. 6.3. No, you want your 6.6, huh? 2 years, 6.6 for you. Dustin May, you gotta kind of earn it. Yeah, a lot of these guys are earn it contracts now. Oh, but that's where we'll end this one. Hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, see you later. Bye-bye.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car.